Hi pals, it's Simon. Something a little different today. A few of you have been asking me to share more about how I spend my time through the week, my approaches to staying productive and motivated as I go, and what I do other than running this YouTube channel. Well, recently Insta360 sent me over their new 360 camera, the X3, to test out, and so it seemed like the perfect opportunity to take you along for an edited down week in my life while we do just that. Other than sitting at that computer, I've been learning about my unfair advantages, working on a theatre show, negotiating a new YouTube studio space, and taking a trip from London to LA and back to work with some actors. Cool. So come and check it out, and I'll tell you about why I think you'll want to take this X3 camera everywhere you go. And on that note, Insta360 sent me this for free to review, but they're not sponsoring the video, so these views are very much my own, and I reckon you can trust what I say about it. This video does have a sponsor though, and that's my go-to book summary tool, Shortform. More on them a bit later. Okay, it's the day before I'm going off to LA, so today I'm gonna go and see Hasan Kubba down in Marylebone. So we're gonna get on the bike, go and see him, and have a meeting about unfair advantages. So while we ride into central London, let me say that the Insta360 X3 is really quite good. It's opened up the possibility of doing more semi-vlog style content for me on this channel because it takes away the inconvenience of carrying a large camera, framing your shots as you go, or any of that. You can just film in 360 mode, select what you want to use later on. And the other great thing is the size and portability, along with the large mobile screen style menu, really makes it easy to select modes and settings, as well as frame your shots if you're doing 4K, which it does in single camera mode, a traditional 16:9 4K view like any other action cam, or you can put it in 2.7 single camera mode and you'll get the option to reframe it like you do in 360 with that 180 view. I'm filming these shots on the motorcycle bar mount and adding some keyframing pans in the desktop 360 Studio app afterwards, and the Moto kit has a ton of other mounting brackets to attach the camera in different parts of the bike, your helmet, your body, all of that. I also got the skiing kit, which has a really good chest mount. I use that at the end of the video on my bicycle, which is a really cool shot, so check that out later on. Okay, I've arrived, and now we are recording with the Rode Wireless Go attached in a wide angle on a single lens. So this is kind of the best, I guess, 4K you're gonna get for it. So I'm late to meet Hasan because it's so hard to find a parking space for a bike around this area that I'm in West London. So classic really. Let's see what the stabilisation is like so I can catch up with him. This year, I'm trying to do more collaborations and interviews with inspiring creators and productivity types, and Hasan Kubba is a perfect example. His book, The Unfair Advantage, co-written with Just Eat founder Ash Ali, was one of my favourite reads of 2022, and after connecting on Instagram, we decided to meet up, learn more about each other, and it turned into an accidental, impromptu 30-minute interview about the concept of unfair advantages and how we can and should be leveraging them.
We actually apply startup thinking to our book. We did a minimum viable product. Yeah. So we did a 1 hour version of the book. So like 10,000 words, a 1 hour read. And we ordered a few author copies and we gave it out to a few friends to just get some feedback before we launched it. And then we were going to publish. And on the day we were going to publish that lean version, we called it, of the book. A literary agent got in touch with us and said, please don't publish.
So we just filmed it in 360 mode. Using my Rode Wireless Go 2 kit, I've mounted the mic receiver to the camera with the Insta360's Wireless Go mount and mic adapter. And this essentially meant I had 4 or unlimited camera angles for the interview in my pocket. Absolutely love it. I used it with another productive YouTuber meet later in the week.
Oh my goodness.
So this is
that like the 360 one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a new format, the 360 video podcast. I'll upload the full interview with Hasan in the future, so make sure to sub to the channel and look out for that.
I've just finished meeting with Hasan. What an amazing guy. We spent probably 2 hours talking. It's really nice to collect with other creators, but particularly as he's like such a great business mind as well. Cool, right, let's go back to the bike and I'll see you soon.
We're off. off to LA. Let's go to Heathrow. One of my favourite features on the X3 is Me Mode. Essentially, it films straight back down the Invisible Selfie Stick, which is probably the #1 accessory I recommend getting first if you do get an X3. I used it the most easily this week. You can reframe it in 16:9 or 9:16 in post, but otherwise it outputs HD quality images and is super easy to use. So this week marks the start of my work on updating a lot of my online business systems. I sell Notion templates online, and so Hasan was a great help with good approaches to improving my sales pages and improving my marketing and email list systems as well. Maybe I'll start to work with him as a business coach soon, but either way I decided to try to do some of that work on the plane to LA because I've just not had the space trying to get these videos out each week. But I can't show you that as I didn't want to film anymore on the plane. So while I take a moment to chill and get a recap in of the unfair advantage, this is the amazing app I'm using to do it. Shortform. Shortform, in my opinion, is the world's best non-fiction book summary tool, and I've tried a few of them. This is the one that stuck. In fact, it's more than that. You can think of it more like a companion tool to help you get the most from books in more depth and with more ease due to the great set of additional notes and interactive exercise that the Shortform team create for each book. The app is not intended as a replacement for reading books, but I've loved using it to read a condensed view of a book so I've got a clearer overview before I choose to read it in full. And of course, I found it to be a great way to recap ideas from a book I read a while ago, like I'm doing here preparing for that chat with Hasan and Kubba, who co-wrote The Unfair Advantage. There's always a one-pager covering main ideas as a whole, and then chapter by chapter summaries and details, and those additional exercises and things like short form notes help you check if an author is saying something bold in one direction. They will also offer that alternative viewpoint and different perspectives to consider, so you aren't just reading in a bubble. I love this app. I use it every week, so give it a try for free and deepen your understanding in subjects like productivity, creativity, entrepreneurship, all of that. Shortform has given us this special link, which gives you 5 days unlimited access and then a 20% discount off the annual subscription if you want to keep going. So that's essentially 2.5 months free. So thank you Shortform for sponsoring this video. So it's a rest day today. We're in the original farmers market in LA. You probably see it behind me. And yeah, just gonna have a little wander around, see what's going on here. We might go and check out the Hollywood sign. Definitely gonna have to go and do the kind of the old school, silly, go and check out the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We'll probably do that at some point. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill today, and then we're gonna go to the accommodation where we're staying for the rest of the week. And we're gonna be working on a theatre training course there. Well, in my opinion, a productive week is definitely about balancing your work with some good downtime. And with our rest day before starting in the theatre rehearsal room, it's definitely time to go check out the essential Hollywood tourist spots. I mean, you've got to do it first time in LA, right? So the X3 has something called bullet time. Now, I didn't bring with me to LA the rope to use this. There's actually a cord that you can spin it round, but I was trying it out up on the Hollywood Hills with the 3-meter selfie stick, and I actually think it's kind of a good result. I really love as well how you can get proper drone shots from that 3-meter selfie stick. For places where you can't use drones, it really gives you that feeling. I did a bit of panning in post, moved it around a bit and tried it out up on the hills. Okay, we're off to California rehearsal room to go and train some artists. So I work for a theatre company where we do physical theatre training. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done the work due to all the COVID stuff. And we're walking through this amazing neighbourhood down in Long Beach. So we're going to go do that with the guys ahead of me. That's the team. I'm going to go do it. I think working in a new city is the best way to get a feel for the place, even if you see a little less of it. I met up with 4 colleagues from the theatre company I work with, and we're spending this week working with artists from all over the US, offering a training in our theatre making methods. We hosted it at Cali State University. I won't show you loads of what we got up to, but you can probably see that I spend as much time working as a choreographer in theatre as I do a theatre director. So we got moving for the week as well as exploring story and meaning. I love the overlaps I've found with my freelance work and running this YouTube channel and productivity business. Problem solving, breaking complicated ideas into simple building blocks, the power of story, it all crosses over. But one thing I love this job for is keeping more physical, because sitting at my computer just isn't the same. This is a bit of a trial video format for me then, you might have noticed. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe some occasional stuff like this to mix it up on the channel, or stick to those tech reviews and productivity Notion videos. It's day 3 at the end of this rehearsal process, it's training stuff. Right, let's go and walk home. We rented a beach house in Long Beach, weirdly better value than 5 separate hotel rooms for the week, which is really cool. It's a beautiful neighbourhood in this Naples area. I managed to fit in publishing and noting videos for the channel in the mornings at the beach house, but I find that I have to plan ahead and just clear my diary for theatre work like this normally. One thing I did do though was meet my editor from Austria in LA. Love it when a plan comes together. Say hi! Hi everyone. So this is my editor from Austria. This is Sarah. We've met for the first time in LA. Really weird, isn't it? It's pretty weird. Super weird. We spend more time probably like talking about my cat than anything else on the internet. We're in a bar called Joe Joss, and they do sandwiches and beer, and we're really hungry and the sandwiches are great, but we're in a snip, so we're gonna go. So I've just met up with Sarah. That's amazing. She's from Austria. We've been working together for about 6 months. She's a really good editor, and you probably noticed the change she made to the channel. So I'm going to go home. I've got to upload a video now for the channel. So I'm going to go back and do that. And then probably we'll go and do a bit more of a tour of LA once we finish the theatre project tomorrow. So good. See you later. Morning, I've finished the theatre work and we are at Grand Central Market. There it is, look, it says it there. And it's absolutely tipping it down in LA, as you can see, which is unusual. I think I brought the weather with me. Anyway, I'm going up to Beverly Hills to go and see a writer I've been working on a musical with for a couple of years. He lives here at the moment, he's working on a Netflix series. So he's taking me out for lunch in Beverly Hills. Pretty exciting. So we're going to talk about the life of that play. We're going to try and get it on again, I think, is the hope. So that'll be exciting. So let's get up to, the hill. Great brunch, really good to meet my writer friends. We had a really good conversation about the show. We talked about future projects, which is really exciting, and whether we're going to bring the one that we're working on to America. So fingers crossed on that. I'm now going to go and explore a bit more of rainy LA, go back and see my friends, and have the rest of the day off. And then it's back on the plane tomorrow, back to the UK for a bit more Notion template building and videoing and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get out of the rain and get on. Good to see my friends and have a drink. It's Saturday, the sun is finally out. I'm in Naples, down in Long Beach where we've been staying. What a cool neighbourhood, right? We're going to go and explore a little bit around Long Beach today in the sunshine. Finally, it's a bit more like LA. My meetings went really well. The show went well. It's generally been good. I'm a bit behind on the YouTube stuff, but you know, that's the thing of trying to juggle multiple jobs, isn't it? But there you go. Anyway, let's go and have a look around Long Beach, and then we'll go get a flight. After finishing up in LA with a trip to the beach and a good night out, I flew home ready for some sleep and then a final day of meetings to end the week. I'm trying to record this, I'm exhausted. Hello, it's 12:30 in the afternoon. I've landed in the UK. I'm going to go to bed and start the rest of the week in the UK. Cheers! Good morning, it's freezing. I'm going down to the South Bank to meet Francesco D'Alessio of Keep Productive. We're going to have a get together, he's in London. Pretty exciting. Let's get on the bicycle. I'm going to put this on the chesty. Look at that, I look like something out of Star Wars. And get down, I can show you what it looks like on the bicycle. Let's go. Ah yes, here's that chest mount shot on the X3 with my bicycle. Fun, and proof that people who run productivity channels don't have it all together. I'm so late for the train. I'm walking over a very slippery bridge embankment to the Royal Festival Hall. I'm going to meet Francesco over there. I thought I'd show you what this is like with the Rode mic on. I think I've mastered it now. You've probably been listening to me for a lot of that journey in LA with the wind noise reduction on, and mostly I wasn't using the Rode mic. I think you want to be using an external mic on this when you can. What's cool about this camera as well is they have the internal mic is, from what I've seen of other reviewers, so much better than the previous versions. You get a much better quality sound, and there's options to do wind reduction as well as directional sound, which is much better on the normal external mic. So you can select that and it will basically take in the sound whatever way the camera is facing. Right, Festival Hall, let's go. How are you doing?
Yeah.
We're hugging, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So this is that like the 360 one you're putting back?
Yeah,
wow.
I'm kind of reviewing it and making a kind of productive week in my life.
Yeah, okay.
Who better to meet on camera, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Francesco and I talked productivity apps, our favourite tools for creating and simplifying your YouTube workflow, and thought up some ideas for video collaborations in the future. I love his channel, so if you haven't checked out Keep Productive, make sure you do so after this. And say I sent you. I spent a couple of hours working on a video edit and had a phone meeting with a theatre producer I'm working with before making my way to Kensington to see the studio space. Up there in that window is a possible studio. It's also the theatre space where I'm going to be, or where I have been directing a theatre show, which we'll be bringing back next year. I'm also working on another one with them. So it's kind of really cool if I can stay in the area, run the YouTube studio here. So there you go, and let me show you all the way up. This is also, hang on, the power of a 3-meter selfie stick. You can really get an amazing view and take people on quite a journey. Look at that. So the X3, like most action cameras, is great in daylight when set to auto, but needs some love when using it at night. And once back in the UK, I found I could shoot in low light so much better by using manual settings to limit the auto ISO to an upper limit of about 1000. It really smooths out the shot. It's a great camera, loads of fun to mess around with day to day. It now stays in my EDC every day because I'm finding I'm using it everywhere. So if you're thinking of picking one up, make sure to use my link in the description. Whew. What a week. Well, if you enjoyed this, you should definitely watch this video next for more about how you can make your passions and side hustles really turn into something special, and this one for my favourite ways to make your life that little bit more productive with a lot less effort. It would be great if you subscribed, awesome if you left a comment as always. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.